scan today on my upper neck and all the way to my hip bone, because that's like where the cancer is, like to my neck, to my hip bone, like all this is full of cancer. But anyways, they gave me 2 robes, and I'm like, interesting, but I just need to tie them up. I was like, I never wore 2 robes before. I usually just do one, but one robe for the front and the other for the back, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I just peed in the cup, and I'm ready to go. I'm probably gonna fall asleep, like, while in the machine. Like, I'm gonna lay down and, like, knock out, but yeah. I'm gonna go back to the room, and they're gonna insert an IV in me, which I'm going to cry because that stuff hurts. I hate getting poked. But anyways, let's go. And also, I forgot to mention that I did physical therapy yesterday. That was fun, even though we were there for like 45 minutes because we were there for like 15 minutes late. But that's fine because of traffic. But every Thursday I'll be going. That's gonna be fun.
You're fine. You don't need to tie up.
I wanted you to like tie everything. Like, this is open from the back.
Oh my god.
I feel like I'm naked. So just go where my fingers is. So this one didn't hurt as much as this one. Look, I got poked here. You can't see you could kind of see it. And then this one, I got poked like up here, like in the wrist part. So I was like, oh, that's a new place to get poked. So I got poked here in the wrist, and then poked here in the hand, and then poked here in this vein, and then poked here in this vein, and then poked right here. So I'm like, okay, what other spot should I get poked at? Like right here now? I don't know, it's interesting. This one didn't hurt as much though. I think this one's better than like this one's, because these, I hate these so bad. And this, I'm scared that it's going to burn whenever the contrast dye goes in. I think it's going to burn. So I just got thumbs up that will be good to go. They're just warming up the machine, I guess, or cleaning. I don't know what the lady said, but 37:45. This PET scan is gonna be quick. No, this is a CT scan. The PET scan is the one that takes forever. That's the one I'm watching a movie. Okay, no, I got it confused. The MRI is the one that you watch a video, and that one takes forever. The CT scan, this one was quick. It was like, what, Mom, like 10 minutes?
It
was like 10 or 15 minutes. I don't even know where we're going. And yeah, and this time it did not burn me. The pills, it worked because I took them at the right time and everything. So, yeah, the CT scan, you just have to hold your breath until you want to hold your breath, and then you let go, and then a machine will release the contrast dye in your IV. And I was scared. I thought it was gonna start burning, but it didn't, so that's good. Also, I forgot to say, in the CT scan, all the contrast dye makes you feel is like your bladder, like warm, and it makes you like want to pee. And then my throat, it felt like warm. It just felt different, like hot, but it wasn't burning or nothing. So I was like, okay, it's going good so far. She said PET scan right here with the waiting room. Nuclear radiology. I've been here before now. We're over here like trying to figure it out. And so right now I'm here waiting to get my PET scan. It's at 9:30 and it's 8 o'clock, so we're like super early. So I'm just here waiting now for an hour. They already took some blood out to check my glucose, just a little bit of blood out. They flushed it, they did all this stuff, and then they gave me F18, FDG, something like that. It's something to, I don't know what exactly it's for, but I know every time you get like a PET scan, you have to get that injected into you. It was like in a gray cylinder with like a syringe. It looked pretty cool, but it was different. So yeah, after they gave me that, I have to wait here an hour, and they don't want me doing any movement or nothing, so I'm just gonna do this video real quick. And I'm just gonna lay down here until it's time to get the PET scan. And the PET scan is not gonna take long either. It's just like 30 or 40 minutes. And then after that, I'm gonna go to my doctor's visit and then come back to this same place to get my MRI, and then hopefully we'll go home. Just finished my PET scan, and now I get to choose 2 movies and change right now for the MRI, which that is 45 minutes to an hour. On the Canaman Channel. I already watched this on Disney Plus. So I chose Brother Bear, and I chose How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. I haven't finished watching this movie, but I'm excited to watch this one first. Also, my doctor called and they're switching the appointment of doctor's visit to Monday instead of today because it's already late. So on Monday, they'll be letting me know what they found or what the scan reads and stuff like that, like tell me information. And I'm gonna get to ask them if I could go to school or not, because I've been hoping to asking them that, but I need to know if I could go to school or not. Look, could you see what the tape did to my hand? My sensitive skin, it tore like my skin off. But anyways, 4 hours of the MRI in total, which I thought it was only gonna be 45 minutes to an hour, but no. She's like, the nurse there, she was very nice. She was like, we're gonna do an MRI of your brain. And I was confused. I was like, my brain? I was like, but I have nothing wrong with my brain. I don't have cancer in my brain. I never got an MRI of my brain before. And then, so yeah, she told me, and I was like, okay. I'm not really sure why they did a brain scan, MRI of the brain, but hopefully on Monday they'll tell me why. And then she's like, oh, the doctor wants images of your spine now. My whole spine, and that took forever. I don't even know where we're at. And I am tired. I was sweating. It was hot because when I was laying down, there's like cameras underneath me taking pictures of my spine, and it'll get so hot. My gown was sticking to my skin. My legs were sticky and sweaty and hot. My face was hot. I forgot to mention the most awful thing, besides like the sweat and my lower back, my tailbone hurting from laying down all day. The freaking noise. The MRI machine, it is so loud. All you hear, that's all you heard. And you hear like honks and you hear all these different things. So I got poked in my port and then an IV, and none of those wanted to draw up blood. So my body refused to give up blood now. But right now they're gonna come back and check if the port wants to work now. But anyways, we just finished talking to the doctor. Found out a lot of stuff. So it turns out that I have a mass here on my, was it right side or left side?
On your right side, 2 centimeters away.
On the right side, 2 centimeters on my brain, like above my ear and stuff like that. The CT scan so happens to get to scan a little part of my brain, and that's where they found the mass. Because the CT scan was like originally from like my neck to my hips, but the CT scan went like it scanned a little bit higher, and it so happened just to get some of my brain, and then where it got it showed a mass just right there. So that's why they ordered an MRI, and then they didn't find nothing else anywhere but just right here. So it could be Hodgkin's lymphoma, but they said that that's rare because it usually doesn't go like travel, or they said something like that. Or it could be an infectious, or it could just be like another type of cancer. But the good news is I no longer have the disease in my body. Like I no longer have Hodgkin's lymphoma, like no more cancer masses or nothing. I just have the one that's in my brain, which we're going to get rid of that soon. So right now we're waiting to talk to a surgeon about the biopsy they're gonna do on my brain. And oh, my glasses got foggy. And I'm not scared. I'm ready to get this over with, to find out what kind of cancer I have, to find out what it is, just to get more information. So my surgeon just confirmed that on Thursday for sure we're gonna get a biopsy on my brain, And right now I'm just waiting for the nurse to come because I'm gonna get tested for the coronavirus, because you have to get tested before like surgery, like 3 days before surgery. So they're just gonna do it right now. And I'm like, oh, I hate getting tested for the coronavirus. It's like this is gonna be my 3rd time already, but hopefully 3rd time's a charm and then I don't feel it. But anyways, I'm so ready for Thursday to just get this over with, because they know what they're doing. I trust them. I'm not stressing. I'm not worried. I'm just ready to get this done.